Hello, my name is Ethan, and welcome back to another episode of Path of Exile Ultimatum League 3.14. In this episode, I'm going to be going over some heist tips. So, I will go over basically my advice for regular heist, but I have a special tip to start it off. Did you guys know that with your contracts, there are actually different value targets at the end? So if you notice, the thing goes client and then it goes heist target, and it'll say precious, it can say high value, it can say priceless. So what I'm saying is you can put these away and then you can actually search for like priceless, and you can filter these out. And priceless, when you actually take these to do them, will give you 3,909 for a level 83. And this is a demolition level 1. And so you can do a level 2. And it'll give you 4,299 rogue markers from a single contract. This is absolutely ridiculous compared to, obviously, the moderate. Here is an 83 level for precious, so you can see the difference between priceless and precious. So you can get a lot of rogue markers. And then here's the high value level 4, so 2,000, only loses about 500, but high, super insane value on these. And if you can get a higher level skill, it also gives you more. So higher level jobs, higher and the reward type, the heist target, giving priceless, precious, or high value. So I highly recommend, basically, if you don't like running them, but these ones are more effective with the heist target to get more rogue markers if you wanted to get more rogue markers, because I've been having issues with rogue markers in SSF hardcore. So this is OP, honestly. Tip number 2. Did you know that if you level up your rogue main skill, it increases the heist perk? So it is actually beneficial to level up each crew member's main skill to get their heist perk to be higher, such as reduced raising of alert level from opening reward chests for Karst, and the chance to duplicate contents, and the more raising of alert level. And you may also be wondering, Ethan, you're level 6 in that. How can you get 6 and you have level 3 agility on Karst? That's not a thing. So if you hover this, it says +1 from equipment. And I also have it on Vindiri. And you ask, is this good? Why did you do it? How did you do it? Okay, so on Karst and Vindiri back in the day, let me tell a story. It was Heist League, guys, and we basically we spent a mirror duplicating somebody else's, or mirroring someone else's perfect rogue gear. So they made a soul. It's an agility like glove or boot for you can put it on Karst or Tulina. So it's like this soul, but it's requires level 2, and so you could wear it on Karst because he only has level 2 agility. And then you could get +1 to level of agility and +1 to level of all jobs. And it had to be the agility glove or boot or whatever, because you need to be able to get the +1 for this specific skill. And then you're wondering, okay, why? Why, Ethan? Why? Okay, sorry. You can, like I said, you can get levels on the main skill to increase the heist perk. More levels across everything. So I did 1 to level of all jobs, because then I don't need the level 2 item tool with high item level, because these have to be item level 83. So if I was to require the level 2, I'd have to find a engineering level 2 item level 83. It's very hard. I'm SSF hardcore. I haven't found it. It's been pretty tough. So what I did instead is the budget alternative, just going for +1 to all jobs on Karst and Vindiri to get the +1. And then I get the benefit of the heist perk going up by 5% on Karst. I get the 2% duplicate contents and 4% more raising of alert level. on Vindiri. So that's already a significant difference from leveling them up. You could also potentially level up Tulina for farming additional heist targets from secret reward rooms and having the raising of alert level. You could use this to get less raising of alert level. I don't think that Tibbs and Niles unlocks anything special. And yeah, I guess you could get a level to Gianna, and she might. I haven't actually tried. Even I was curious after making my video, so I went and I got the extra +1 jobs for my Gianna for her in this is for Gianna in oh my god, +1 to all jobs, gets her deception, raises the heist perk to 35 from 30. So you can actually get higher reduced blueprint revealing cost, and then also, yeah, you could run it on Tulina too for the more chance for the heist targets from secret rooms, and then so you can farm extra rogue markers through this as well, and then you can have less raising for her too. So it's not that necessary, because for trap disarmament you always have Vindiri or lockpicking, which you would rather use over Tulina, and raising Tulinas isn't that crazy. So this isn't that powerful. But the Gianna thing, you could totally just put on one level just for the 5% reduced blueprint revealing cost. That is huge on its own. You could also accept the +1 level 2 deception, so there's actually 2 that you could wear with this. You just need the item level 83, I believe. 82, 83 for the 2 different mods. They're both prefixes. And then getting extra levels, I realize, plus job levels all across the board for Gianna. You would then maybe be able to use her for more perception contracts and more counter-thaumaturgy contracts, which then gets you more Gianna double reveals to reduce the cost with Gianna. Because then you could use her to reveal the blueprints with the reduced cost, because you used her for more of the contracts. These levels are fucking insane. Oh my god. I just had to include this in here. Thank you. Oh, I forgot. I think I need to include this too. So this is to show, because this is like the main thing from the video, is the plus level focus, right? So you have your tool. In this case, I'm focusing on the disguise kit. You obviously... Yeah, okay. So you need the base for +1 to level of all jobs. The one that I show in the video. Item level 82. 100 waiting. And then it's 83 for the +1 to the specific level. 100 waiting. So you only need an 82. So in the video I said 83. I just wanted to clarify that it's technically 82, but you need an 83 if you want to try for both, and you should, because they're such low weighting. And then maybe you keep this, or maybe you try to regal, aug, whatever, have fun with it. But they're both prefixes, so if you were to hit both, it's a regal. And then I wanted to show very quickly, we can take this is Craft of Exile, and we can go into the Heist tools, and you can choose the disguise kit, and we would choose item level 83. And then if you just wanted the +1 to level of all jobs, and you chaosed it, to get 63% chance, it's 117, so it's really expensive. It takes 364 tries apparently. So this is very rare, this is my point, and I would highly recommend doing it through alteration augments probably, rather than chaos, since it's kind of more like a jewel rather than a 6 mod item. It's only a 4 mod item max, so chaos isn't that worth it. And like if you ask about fossils, can you do it, 3 socket resonator, there's not really any specific setup to get it easier, so there really isn't a trick. And then let's say you wanted both. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff you're looking at. So this would obviously be through regals, and it takes 300 and holy shit, 182 regals, and then the alterations to get either one. It's not that bad, but that's a lot overall. And so when you're just going for the one, it's a lot easier. I don't recommend doing this. This is basically a mirror trying to get them both, and it's just for the 1 to to the extra level, it's not going to make that big of a difference, where the 1 to all is massive because you can use them for more contracts, more blueprints. It's really, really, really powerful, the level to all jobs. I'm probably going to get it for Gianna as well now, honestly. Hey, let's craft that shit in game right now. Boom. Hey, look, it's my deception disguise kit. Hey, let's craft it. Easy, dude. Just gotta look for that prefix. But while I craft this, I'm gonna let you guys go. Enjoy the rest of the video. I haven't actually tried that. I probably should to see, but you could probably increase the time for this one too, which I don't care about. These are the main two that I would get an extra level on. And then, bonus part, the reason why the all jobs, because why not just do 1 level to lockpicking, 1 level to demolition to get the perk? We do all of them because then the benefit is when you do a blueprint and you're selecting your crew, having them 1 higher level allows you to select them more often. We could actually select one with 3 on, like, engineering. There we go. This is going to happen right here. Okay, so it required level 3 in engineering, and I'm able to use Vindiri, even though he's normally only level 2, which is really sick. And then also a second benefit. Another benefit of this level is when you have them 1 higher level, they actually perform their skill faster too. So the levels are really, 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 really powerful in rogue, in the rogue gear, and you can only get the level in the tool. And I recommend the 1 level to all jobs for heist. It's pretty rare. It's a prefix, and both of them, I believe, are prefixes. And then the best case scenario would be like a level 2 agility, because it's the Karst lowest skill, and you would want to raise it to 4 as well. And then we could use Karst on more blueprints, and maybe even getting the Vindiri one to get more Vindiri on blueprints. But from what I remember, it is so rare to craft that +2 that the +1 is way more viable and justified, and I highly recommend getting a +1. I use it instead of the regular stuff. Now, I'll also link to the 2 videos in the past of my heist and my heist from this season, my recommendation for the Lyra Arthane Smuggler's Cache heist printing, the 21 times more Smuggler's Caches. I'll also link to my heist, my old heist tutorial, my heist made easy, which will also include the heist gear, but very quickly I will go over. So I mentioned that I get the +1 to jobs for Karst and Vindiri. On Tibbs and everyone else, I get chance to not generate alert level on opening a chest using their skill. So 10% for brute force, 10% for agility, 10% for counter thaumaturgy, 10% for deception, 10% for engineering, 10% for perception. So that's the tool that I recommend, the main mod. Other mods you can go for are like job speed, brute force speed, maybe increased time before lockdown, agility speed. Like, there's a lot of options that are fine to get as secondary mods. The main one, chance to not generate alert level. On the brooch, I get duplicate currency, basic currency. Some other things are job speed. So I just have duplicate currency across every single person, because when you stack them up on a blueprint, these stack. So you can get a lot more duplicate currency. It's pretty cool. Then, the cloak, I just prioritize reduced raising of alert level, or on Vindiri, I have both. 10% chance on opening a chest to not generate alert level, and reduced raising of alert level. I like the reduced raising more because it's consistent, and the 10% chance of not generating alert level is volatile. But those are the 2 mods I go for. I mainly go for reduced raising. Only that one, it'd be too expensive to go for both. This is lucky. And then the weapon, I started doing this thing for hardcore. This is extra that wasn't in my old videos. On my main people, Karst, Vindiri, Tulina, Nenet, Niles. No, not Niles. Was it Isla? No, okay, just those 4. I have Purity of Ice level 15 and job speed. So job speed on everyone else, though, really high job speed. Oh, I have Purity of Ice on Tibbs as well. Job speed, job speed, job speed. But I put Purity of Ice for tunnels and repository, because the one scary monster from Tunnels and Repository throws a big ice ball that does pure ice damage, and it does a lot of damage, and I don't want to die, and I'm hardcore, so this gives me 2 max ice, 2 max cold res, and it's a special case scenario for hardcore, and because actually not dying in Heist sucks, so yeah, I don't die, and Purity of Ice is pretty sick for that. So again, Karst, Tibbs, Vindiri, and Nenet. Eep. Pretty sick. Oh, and Tulina. Dude, I did it on 5 characters. It's absolutely insane. But those are all my tips. I hope that helps a lot. I really like the one with the priceless and the precious, the getting more rogue markers. That's really cool because we already have the double reveals, and I already have a billion reveals, so I'm trying to give even more tips to cheese out more. But either way, I'm going to take this opportunity to... Oh, I'm on my way to 100,000 subs, and I'd like to just thank everyone who's been supporting, and we're going to make this journey to 100k subs on YouTube. So I appreciate anyone who wants to join in, sub, and start this fucking hype train. Let's go to 100k. Thank you guys so much. Now I'm going to take this opportunity to thank my Patreon, my YouTube members who financially support the channel. I can't do this without you guys, so thank you guys for all the support, and thank you to anyone new who joins the Patreon or the YouTube members today, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!